At 95, Clint Eastwood has finally opened up about the truth behind his relationship with one of Hollywood's most enigmatic figures, Jack Palance. Born Clinton Eastwood Jr. on May 31, 1930, in San Francisco, Eastwood's life began modestly amid the hardships of the Great Depression. His family moved frequently across California as his father searched for work, shaping Clint into a resilient young man with a quiet determination that would one day define his screen presence. After graduating from Oakland Technical High School, where he was more interested in mechanics and music than acting, he worked a series of blue-collar jobs before being drafted into the Army during the Korean War. The discipline and realism he observed during those years later became hallmarks of his film career. Eastwood's path to stardom began almost by chance. After his military service, he enrolled at Los Angeles City College and took drama classes while doing odd jobs. A chance encounter with a Universal Studios assistant led to a screen test. And though his early roles were small and uncredited, he persevered. His breakthrough came with the TV series Rawhide, where his role as Rowdy Yates turned him into a household name. But Clint craved deeper, more complex roles, which came when Sergio Leone cast him in the legendary Dollars trilogy, A Fistful of Dollars, 1964, For a Few Dollars More, 1965, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, 1966. These films redefined the Western genre and introduced Eastwood's Man with No Name, an iconic character of mystery, grit, and moral ambiguity. In the 1970s, Eastwood transitioned from actor to filmmaker, proving his talent extended far beyond the screen. His portrayal of Harry Callahan in Dirty Harry, 1971, cemented his status as a cultural symbol of toughness, while his early directing efforts, like Play Misty for Me, 1971, and High Plains Drifter, 1973, revealed his fascination with moral complexity and human flaws. Films such as The Outlaw Josie Wales, 1976, Pale Rider, 1985, and Unforgiven, 1992, which won him Oscars for Best Picture and Best Director, showcased his evolution into one of cinema's greatest storytellers. Even in later years, with masterpieces like Mystic River, 2003, Million Dollar Baby, 2004, and Gran Torino, 2008, Eastwood continued exploring themes of redemption, loss, and the passage of time. His personal life was equally storied. His first marriage to Maggie Johnson lasted over 3 decades, through the uncertainty of his early acting years and the heights of his fame. Though their relationship was tumultuous and marked by long separations, Johnson stood by him through his rise to stardom. Later, his marriage to journalist Dina Ruiz brought a new calm into his life, and their union produced a daughter, Morgan. Despite their eventual divorce, Ruiz's presence marked a gentler chapter in Eastwood's personal journey. Now, reflecting on his long career, Eastwood has spoken candidly about his experiences working with Jack Palance, the intense, unpredictable actor best known for his commanding presence on screen. When I first met Jack, Clint recalled, I didn't quite know what to expect. He had this reputation, tough as nails, always ready to go off script. But once you got past that exterior, you found a man who took his craft deadly serious. He didn't play characters, he became them. Eastwood recounted a piece of advice from Palance that stayed with him forever. Kid, never fake fear. Either feel it or don't do the scene. That lesson shaped Clint's lifelong approach to acting and directing, rooted in authenticity and emotional truth. Though Palance could be intimidating, Eastwood admired his intensity and work ethic. Jack had this unpredictable edge. Some days he'd charm you, and other days he'd glare like he was about to start a duel. But that's what made him great. You can't manufacture that kind of presence, he said. Palance's commitment to realism left an indelible mark on Eastwood, who built his own legacy around similar principles: stoicism, honesty, and independence. People said Jack was difficult, Clint reflected. But that wasn't true. He just didn't tolerate nonsense. If you came to work unprepared, he'd let you know. He gave everything, and he expected the same from others. For Eastwood, Palance represented a vanishing breed. Actors who lived their roles, not just performed them. Jack belonged to another time, Clint said softly. He didn't have to act brave, he just was. Real men with real stories. I admired that. Still do. As Clint Eastwood looks back on nearly a century of life and art, his memories of Jack Palance are more than nostalgia. They're a reflection on an era when authenticity mattered most. If Jack were here today, he concluded, I'd tell him I learned a lot just by watching him. He reminded me that in this business, the hardest thing to hold on to is being real.